There's the ClubWPT.com chip count. James Romero out in front with 11.4 million. Ryan Tosoc in second place, 7.1. And Jake Schindler in third with 5.1 million.
And the winner's going to get close to $2 million here in Vegas tonight. There's the Hublot watch. The champ will also win. And the blinds are 50 and 100 at this point with a $15,000 ante. Here we go. Action on James Romero.
And he's been the most aggressive player at the table by far tonight. Going to raise it up on the button here with a 9-7 offsuit. Makes it 250,000 to go.
Ryan
calling out of the small blind with the ace high. And Jake now getting a lot of value here.
Jake's got 5 mil. You got 6 mil.
Dude, you don't know about me.
I could probably have 13.
I have like 7 million.
He's going to make the call. So we're going to have three-way action here in a three-way poker game.
You have 7?
Yeah, dog.
The flop is ace, 7, 5, 2 diamonds. Good flop for Ryan there, and he's going to lead right out into the pre-flop raiser. Bets 300,000. Jake goes away. James trying to figure out why is he leading out into me. I'm the one that raised before the flop.
Okay.
Let me make a call here and see what happens.
going to the turn. And it is a 6, giving aces and 6s to Ryan.
Oh, lightning for Ryan here. He's going to check him. He's setting the trap. James is falling right in with both barrels. Wow, 1.8 million. The pot has less than 1.4 million in it. That's an automatic tell that a guy doesn't have that good a hand.
Wait a second, he has folded the hand.
Wow.
It's impossible.
What? How do you lay down aces up there? You have to put your opponent specifically on 3 5s or 3 7s.
Full of 2 pairs.
For real?
Of course.
I know that voice.
I am in shock. Ryan threw that hand away. I just can't believe it, Vince. I mean, there was your shot to win the tournament, maybe, right there. To take the chip leader way, way down, and he didn't do it. Let him win a pot. He should have never won.
Sometimes wonderful players make horrible mistakes. As we move on, Ryan has raised to 275 with a junk hand, 9-3.
Stepping it up.
And a pair of 3s
You have.
for James.
A little over.
Okay.
James just
What do you
makes
got?
the call.
13-ish.
Ooh, baby. Squirrel.
And the flop is an A7 deuce.
Check.
2 clubs, so Ryan has a 4 flush.
James quickly checks the 2 3s.
Ryan bets 300.
Well, James going to make the call, Vince. He got burnt when his opponent had 2 3s earlier, and that was Ryan when he made 3s full on the river. He's going to try to suck out on him this time.
Check.
8 of diamonds on the turn. Ryan didn't get there, but he's getting the chips out again.
Well, Vince, I like this bet. The second time. You can't check. You almost signal what you have then. But I can't believe James is making this call on the turn. Yet he's right. The 2 3s are the best hand at the moment. And there's the club, the dream card for Ryan. Ryan is just hitting all kinds of cards. Some of them he's throwing away, but he's not going to throw this one away.
Check.
Well, again, James checks. And Ryan now reaching for how many chips? Well, 675,000, not much into a pot that's got 2.4 million in it. Now, all James can beat is a stone 3-barrel bluff. How many guys are going to 3-barrel bluff the chip leader with 3 players left in the tournament?
Unless James wants to make the hero call, and he does, and he's going to be punished for it.
Flush.
Ryan taking down a nice pot.
Nice hand.
WPT Global is committed to being the most fair and secure poker site in the world. Data-driven AI detection technology eliminates collusion and ensures a fair environment for everyone. With zero tolerance for bots and cheaters, WPT Global is trusted by millions of players worldwide. Click the link in the description use the code YT11 on deposit and get our welcome package with tournament tickets, deposit match, and more.
Jake Schindler from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, 27 years old, to act first. He likes his king jack. He's going to make it 250 to go.
Just about everybody would raise on the button with that hand.
James takes a break.
Well, Ryan's not taking a break, Vince. He's getting out 3 betting chips. He is re-raising here with a king 3 offsuit. You have to admit this guy's graph of playing goes up and down. Throws away aces up on a turn, and now is re-raising with a king 3 offsuit here.
And Jake has made the call. So we're going to see the flop. It's a queen jack 9. So Jake hitting jacks.
And a gut shot straight draw, but Ryan with the same gut shot straight draw. Can't blame him for making a continuation bet, just hoping to get it through. $525,000 to bet. Jake just staring him down. He does make the call. And that should put the caution lights on.
7 of hearts on the turn.
Well, Ryan's going to check this time. And Jake with a pretty decent hand, but you'd hate to bet and then your opponent move in on you where you have to throw it away, so he checks also. Now a deuce comes off. Jake going to like to see that card, because if his jacks were good before, they're certainly good now. And again, Ryan checks. Jake checks right behind him. And is going to win the pot with 2 jacks. So Ryan feeling a little frisky there before the flop.
No respect.
Well, there you see some of our lovely Royal Flush crew at the Dr. Pepper Bar.
Jake Schindler plays in some of the biggest super high roller tournaments in the world, so he's used to playing for tremendous stakes.
Yeah, for one guy at the table, it's not going to bother in terms of the size of the money at stake here. It's going to be Jake Schindler.
350.
And now James Romero is going to raise with his queen 10.
About.
And Ryan is just going to call on the big blind here with king 10 of clubs. It seems like Ryan plays different against the chip leader than he does anybody else.
Check.
Flops a king 9-6, great for Ryan.
Got shot straight for James. 300,000 to bet by Ryan. He turns his head away and makes the call.
Doesn't want to look.
Check.
Now a queen comes off, so possible straight, possible flush out there. I think that card might scare Ryan just a little bit, but doesn't look like it. He's making a healthy bet here, 650,000. And again, he's getting called by James. James now has second pair in the get shot straight draw. And now another queen comes off.
Check.
James makes 3 queens. He checks one more time.
Nice check, man.
Ace queen.
What you got? One time for the fans, your family.
Oh, wow.
Well, if I was Ryan, I would have showed him the king there. Now James is going to think he played the hand good. Calling him with 2 queens when he was way behind.
Action's on Ryan. He's got a pair of queens here, and he's going to make it 250 to go. Jake won't give him action. James is going to slop around with a 9-6. So 9-6 versus the queens, and wow, it's a 9-8-2, so James getting a piece of that.
Yeah, he could get in trouble flopping top pair here.
James has checked.
Ryan not getting away from the queens with that flop, I can promise.
James happy to call.
Now the board pairs 8s. And now James is going to lead out. Just wants to see if his opponent was making a continuation bet with 2 overcards or not. And now he gets the message that he has something. Now the 7 of spade comes off, so possible straight, possible flush, possible everything out there now.
Check.
Let's see if Ryan gets a value bet in here. About 1.8 million in the pot. He bet 600,000.
Nice hand.
Yeah. Well, James says nice hand before his opponent even turns up his cards as he makes the call with the 9s up, and he was right. Ryan has the 2 queens, going to take down the pot.
Is it 800 yet?
How much are we guaranteed?
740 or something.
740. 740, 1.1, 1.8.
Yeah, no chops.
No chops.
Play it out.
I can buy groceries for at least a few years.
Oh man, this is gonna be great.
What are the blind?
Dude, if you win this,
It's 120?
That's 120.
60, 120 with 20K, Andy.
I sensed what you just did there, and I don't like it.
And action's going to James Romero. King 6 of clubs. He is going to raise with the King 6, makes it 275. Ryan with Ace 7 of clubs.
And he's going to 3-bet with it this time. Jake gets out of their way. You know, stubborn James gets. He's going to 4-bet with a King 6, Vince.
And Ryan has to run home.
What a play by James Romero there.
Nothing. You had nothing.
I had something.
I like the 3-bet there by Ryan, but the 4-bet by James, even better.
Now he's got a Jack 9, he's raised. And Ryan behind him with Ace 7 of clubs. Looks like a re-raise. Yes, it is, up to 750 total.
Well, he makes the call. James does not give up chips if he's got some in there.
Big pot.
Oh, a great flop for James. He flopped top pairs. It comes 9-4-3.
Ryan's going to check.
Check.
Now a 7 comes off.
And that gives Ryan 7s, and he's going to check it.
Well, James is now going to bet the 2 9s, confident they've got to be good. 650,000. You've got second pair with top kicker. You have to call here.
River card, nothing deuce.
So the board runs out perfectly for James here.
Ryan's checked again, and now James.
I think you have to bet top pair here, not even much worry about it. And it looks like 870,000 is the bet. And Ryan is certainly going to pay it off. His opponent checked the flop, remember. You're not going to put him on 2 9s because of that. So you pay him off on the river. James Romero extending his lead. Raises with a King 3 offsuit. 280,000.
Ryan goes out, and now Jake with a Queen 7.
Yeah, you have to defend with these kind of hands against this guy that raises every pot.
I saw your cards.
Well, flop is 10-9-4, no help to either player. Jake checks,
Check.
and James checks right behind him, a little puzzled by that. Now a jack comes off, giving Jake an open-in straight draw. He's going to check it. Now James, who didn't bet the flop, is reaching for betting chips here with just a gut shot straight draw, but not a big bet, 165,000. He's going to raise it, 700,000. James has to give it up.
Thank you.
Jake just has uncanny reading ability, in my opinion, of players, Vince. It's easy to see why this guy's so successful. He just has a great knack of when to take a pot away from a player.
And we move on to the next hand. Action on Jake. He's got ace jack this time, and he's raised to 275. James gets out of the way. And Ryan looking down at a pair of kings.
But he just calls with them, Vince. Doesn't re-raise.
And the flop is a jack 10-5.
Well, again, Ryan checks. Oh, this could spell doom for Jake. He checks top pair, top kicker, and now hits top 2 pair. What an incredible turnaround right here. Well, again, Ryan checks.
Check, check.
Now a 10 comes off. Now Ryan's going to bet kings for value here, Vince. He thinks for sure they got to be the best hand.
Yeah, 325.
And obviously Jake's going to be concerned his opponent made 3 10s on the river, in which case he's going to kick himself for not betting earlier. And you want to punish yourself sometimes by calling to see if that's the case, but it's not. He now turns up the ace-jack. Both players are going to be surprised what their opponent turns up. Look at Ryan's face. And Jake's going to have the same feeling, knowing he didn't get re-raised before the flop or bet on the flop.
I like playing the bigger events because the players are really tough and you learn new things. You pretty much just have to play your A game. Like, there's no autopiloting whatsoever. You have to be zoned in or you're just not going to do well. I enjoy that.
That's why I play the smaller events where the players are really weak.
Guess I would have lost that hand, right? Would have had to have lost that hand. Would have had to have lost that hand.
Action on James. Ace, queen of clubs. Beautiful hand. He's going to raise to 280.
All in.
Ryan behind him with a pair of 10s. He's going to shove it all in.
Well, Jake goes out, and the snap call here by James. This is standard play here by both players. It's come down to a race. The question is, who's going to win it?
Ryan Tosoc, his poker life on the line. Up against James Romero.
You're due to lose this one once in a while.
I would say 1 time, but I've used that like 10 times already.
Well, you don't feel bad about getting your money in before the flop with these hands.
Here is the flop. It's a simple 7-4 deuce.
All right, so far so good for Ryan. He must win this pot to stay alive.
Yep, he's on the short stack, dangling in there.
There we go. Then we got this. Come on.
Three clubs.
Quick. 1 time.
Well, the board pairs deuces. We are down to the river.
Come on.
10 of clubs. 10 of clubs. Come on.
Just root against an ace or a queen.
On the river.
Did you have the 10 of clubs?
Ace on the lucky lady. Ace on the river. Here we go.
Last card.
It's a 4. So there you go. Ryan Toxic is doubled up here to get right back in the thick of things.
WPT Global is committed to being the most fair and secure poker site in the world. Data-driven AI detection technology eliminates collusion and ensures a fair environment for everyone. With zero tolerance for bots and cheaters, WPT Global is trusted by millions of players worldwide. Click the link in the description. Use the code YT11 on deposit and get our welcome package with tournament tickets, deposit match, and more.
25,000, blind 75, 150. Let's go to the felt. Jake Schindler looks down at a queen 9.
Going to bet 300,000 here. James Romero with a massive chip lead. He's got just about 10 million more chips than both of those two guys put together.
Yep, he's got a nothing 9-6, but he's going to get aggressive with it and make a raise. Goes to 825. Ryan out, Jake out. Well done, James.
Yep, got both players out, and both had a better hand than him. And that's the kind of pressure he's been putting on him.
Thank you. Just have no clue what I have, and they're telling me nice hand.
Mo, Larry, and Curly.
They're trolling me that my dad's not here. It's really low.
Well, James Romero finally folds a hand.
All right, Ryan, this time with a king deuce.
So Ryan's going to raise it up to 450,000. And Jake now with the 2 4s. He's just relieved that James is out of a pot. He didn't have to worry about him on his left.
All in.
Well, there it is. Read him perfectly, Vince. Moves in with the 2 4s and takes down the pot. I'll tell you, Jake Schindler is as good at reading hands and people in a poker game as I've seen in a while.
All right, with a quick fold by Ryan, and now Jake with a pair of 6s.
He just limps in.
How much do you have?
The last time he limped in the small blind, he had ace-9. He got James to move all in with king high.
Oh.
And James has king high again.
450.
And he's going to raise it.
Yeah.
Just to 450,000.
All in.
Whoa, he's gone all in.
Now this scares you a lot more than the guy raising to start with and then re-raising.
You have 400.
When guys limp in and then shove, makes you tremble just a little, doesn't it, Vince?
I don't know if I can fold this.
James would be in a race situation.
You have 4 million, and you limp, shove. 3.5 behind. Three into 8.
I'm calling the clock. He's gonna make the call.
He does make the call, and we're gonna have a race. 2 sixes versus a king jack. Jake Schindler must win this pot to stay alive in this tournament.
Yeah, he was down to the short stack early on at the final table. Battled back courageously to be a real threat here.
This kid's the truth, man.
Well, Ryan's elated, of course, because if Jake goes out, he's automatically a millionaire.
So here we go.
A king right on the flop. Jake needs to catch a 6 or 2 runners to make a straight. Otherwise, we'll be down to heads up.
Disappointment, frustration by Jake. Going to the turn. 8 of diamonds.
Well, Jake needs a 2-outer, obviously, to win the pot. Must catch a 6. Odds against him. Can he do it? It's a deuce. So there it is. Ryan high-fiving the crowd because he is now a millionaire himself. So Jake Schindler, one of the top pros in the world, started this final table in last chip position. Battled hard tonight, Vince, but eventually out in 3rd place.
Did Jacob pick up $736,000 for his 3rd place finisher? These young players on the cusp of a major title. Here we go. 9 deuce for James.
Well, he's not changing his style, Vince. Staying aggressive, raises to $325,000 with the 9 deuce offsuit. Ryan gonna call him with a king 4.
And the flop is an 8-8 deuce, so James Romero out flopping, gets deuces.
Made 2 pair on the flop with that junk hand, so why not bet 200,000?
Ryan from Chicago is going to make this call. Just king high. He's splashing around, hoping to get lucky, but not there. An 8 hits, so 8's full of deuces there for James Romero.
Well, Ryan checks again. James is never going to put him on a pair because he didn't re-raise before the flop. So he's got to feel his 8's full of deuces are the best hand right now. 500,000.
Gonna put a little pain in the game for Ryan. If you want to call, you're gonna have to pay, but he's gonna pay.
Well, Ryan thinks there's a possibility the king high might be good here.
River card, no help for Ryan as a 7 hits. He's gonna check again. You put in the value bet if you're James. Makes a bet, 1.2.
Well, that's a big bet, Vince. Over half the size of the pot. Gonna make it tough on Ryan to call here with just king high. Nope, Ryan's gonna give it up. So James Romero extends his chip lead in this heads-up battle.
Yeah, it's just incredible. James's first WPT event ever. He's mostly a cash game player, but he's played with such power tonight and aggression.
Well, his hobby, likes to read, he says, about visionaries, past and present. And right now, he's the visionary that all poker players in the world would like to be, sitting there with this monster chip lead, playing for about 2 mil.
Well, we got ace-5 for Ryan. Didn't raise, and James content to see a flop with a queen-3. It's a king 9-3. So 3s for Romero, outflopping Ryan once again. He's going to check.
Well, Ryan's going to make the continuation bet here of 150,000. James makes the call with bottom pair.
Going to the turn.
Well, now a queen comes off.
Check.
It is a queen of diamonds, possible straight and flush out there, but James has 2 pair.
And he's checked it. Wants to trap Ryan, and he's getting him to bet the ace high.
Well, Ryan bets 400,000. I would set him in with 2 pair here. If he can beat this, good luck to him. But James is just calling. So we are going to the river here. Now the board pairs 9s. Now that's not a good card for James. Oh, he's making one of those other blocking bets, Vince.
But Ryan has no interest in calling that, and James gonna pick that one up. Getting closer and closer to the title. His name on the Champions Cup, the Hublot watch, and the close to $2 million for the first place prize.
Small blind.
And we move on. A pair of 5s by Ryan says all in. And look at this, a pair of kings for James.
Wow, pair over pair for what could be the title for James Romero. He's at 4-1 favorite to win this pot, take this title, and put $2 million in the bank.
It is a dream come true. James can't believe it. He's going to his friends.
I run okay. I run okay. I run okay.
Positive thinking.
Oh my God.
It is not over, folks. I know they're all excited now, but guys have been there for over and over. They know anything can happen, and you don't start cheering till the boards run out and you have the best hand.
All his good friends ready to party after if this should work out right now.
I bet 50K and 5 is good king and window.
Flop is at ace jack 9.
Great flop for James. Ryan must catch a 5 to win this pot. Nothing else will do. Now, James realized how close he is to win a WPT title.
4 on the turn. Romero's still safe. Hope running out for Ryan.
Here you go.
We are down to the river. Ryan has 2 outs. Must catch a red 5. Nothing else will do for him. If the Kings hold, James Romero will be our champion.
Championship card coming up right now.
Let's see it.
A 6. There it is. James Romero has done it. He's gone wire to wire for the title, Vince. Congratulations to him.
Romero is the champion. Takes home close to $2 million. But right now, let's go talk to the runner-up, Ryan.
Ryan, you experienced a lot of the ups and downs in poker. How are you feeling right now?
Extremely lucky. I'm happy. Every time you enter a tournament and you final table, like, you should feel lucky.
Well, looks like you got $1 million smile.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
One more time. Let's hear it for our champion, James Romero.